Boy, I've been gone beside my says by anyone time. Boy, I've been gone beside my says by anyone time. Boy, I've been gone beside my says by anyone time. Boy, I've been gone beside my says by anyone time. Boy, I've been gone beside my says by anyone time. Boy, I've been gone beside my says by anyone time. Boy, I've been gone beside my says by anyone time. Beside my says by anyone time. Boy, I've been gone beside my says by anyone time. Boy, I've been gone beside my says by anyone time. Boy, I've been gone beside my says by anyone time. Boy, I've been gone beside my says by anyone time. Boy, I've been gone beside my says by anyone time. Boy, I've been gone beside my says by anyone time.
Once upon a time, in the land of Mambo Chikochamasis, there lived a people. And these people would say to themselves, health is overrated. Health is not important. In fact, we can live without it. So, these people lived recklessly, as if they were immortals. All they cared about was money and power. Getting more money and getting more power. They ate and they drank, getting fatter and fatter and fatter, like their fathers before them, their fathers before that, and their fathers before that, until one day the elders of this land looked around and they saw that all the children in their land had become zombies. These children were so detached from life that they were unable to take care of themselves emotionally, physically, mentally, socially, and even financially. But the children of the future of Mamba Chikochama's kingdom, if they all remained in this lifeless state, then the kingdom was doomed. So the elders had to do something. They had to do something to awaken their children. They needed to find one ideal baby that would save their kingdom. So they all gathered around. Their friends, their families, their neighbors, their brothers and sisters, and they went up to the mountains to pray, to sing, and chant to the gods, asking for the ideal baby to be born. And after years and years of praying, waiting and searching, the first cry of the ideal baby was heard. And the people stood, and there was joy throughout the land. elders wanted something different. But this was too different. He was too healthy, too full of himself. So they all labeled him as a know-it-all, a Mr. Goody Two-Shoes. No, the elders had to do something to get rid of this baby.
Haji! Mahlabesu, we got the wrong child. Let's take him to the river.
As per custom, the elders had to go back to the mountains to pray again to the gods and ask for another ideal baby. But this time they would not make the same mistake. No. This time they would make sure that this baby was silenced and this baby was monitored. They would make sure that this baby kept its feelings bottled to itself, as they had always done throughout their lives. It was finally time. After waiting, the baby was born. It was a stillbirth. The elders had tampered with nature. And because of how they treated the first child, the baby died. And instead of taking responsibility for killing this baby, they all folded their hands. And they blamed the gods. So the spirit of the baby lingered across the kingdom. And it searched for every child and possessed every child in the kingdom, such that they were unable to express their feelings, their thoughts, their needs, and their wants.
My name.
And this is mine.
And this is my
This is mine.
This I know this is
TAURA.
I can't hear too many people.
This is the opportunity.
They will say my story is too political. No one will ever listen to me. I can't.
Tell your story.
Guys, but you know I can't do this, guys. My story is too emotional. Nobody came for a sad story. I can't do this, man. I can't do it.
TAURA.
I am. My name is. I am the son of.
It was on a Thursday evening. I remember this because this was the day I had collected my grade 7 results. I was so desperate to see him smile again. I had garnered 5 units in my grade 7 exams. He had promised that if I get 4 to 6 units, he was going to buy me a bicycle and send me to boarding school. He had been away for days. He had started this habit of going away for days. He would leave very early in the morning when everyone was asleep, and then come back home late again when everyone was asleep. This habit started when he had just lost his job at the factory. Corn Textiles. He had been hustling there for months and doing some odd jobs there. One of the jobs included touting for passengers. This was not going well for him. He was a magnet for the police. He was always getting arrested for touting passengers. He tried selling veggies and even women's underwear, but still, the police would not let him go. He was in a constant battle with them. I vowed to myself that as soon as I get old enough, I was going to go to South Africa, get myself a job, and bring my mother and father along. Whenever he came back home, it was painful to see that we were losing him. It was hard to sustain a conversation with him. He barely spoke. To me, to my mother. He constantly looked into vacancy. Whenever he decided to speak, it was these almost inaudible one-word commands. It was painful to see that he was just disappearing into himself. So I could not wait to show him my result slip. I had found the antidote to the thing that was taking away a smile. I was so proud of myself. I was holding on to my result slip. He came at 2 a.m. He was cold as ice, stone cold. Then he said to Mama, "Bring my food." He barely even touched it. Then he bowed. "This food is cold! Warm it up!" And she did. Then he started complaining about the salt. Then he started mumbling something about eating veggies every day, no meat. He took a piece of brine meat from his pocket and he said Mama should warm it up. Mama said something. In a moment, he was entranced, like a rabid dog. Of late, he had been having these violent rages we did not know how to silence or do anything about. I tried to cheer him up. Daddy, look at my results. I passed, I made you proud. He looks at the paper. He does not even read it. Then he started mumbling something about blood. I am smelling blood. Then he started rumbling on and on about his life, about how my mother and I had been in the way of his dreams. If it wasn't for you, I would have been somewhere else. Instead of you and those stupid down, it's just you are pregnant again. He started moving around the room like an enraged baboon. He is full of fire. He is the embodiment of fire. I cannot hear what he's saying. Something about blood. I am smelling blood. Mother told me to go outside. I don't want to go outside. It is cold. Plus I'm scared shit because I know what happens when my father starts speaking like this. But when I need to be there to at least pacify him. He comes for me. He hits me. Come, fight me! All I could smell was his liquor. He would drink katabelani. He had relegated himself to drinking kachas. My nostrils are full of blood. Suddenly, I too can smell the blood that he is talking about. My tiny fists, they are no match compared to his bigly, manly hands. They are like baboon hands. I try to scream. My voice is gone. Nothing comes out. My head is numb. He goes for Mama. He's sitting there. This time he's shouting, I want to tell you how to be a one. Then he proceeds to take a beer bottle. He puts the stick in between the thighs. He is digging. Mother is satiated. He is digging. But she cannot find him. He is too strong for him. Then he collapses. And he starts snoring then and there. Mother does not sleep at all. She is just looking at him intently, calculatively, like a lion stalking its prey. He gets up the next morning. Nothing is said. The tension is too much. Mother's face is swelling. It is going rounder and rounder. The color of her skin has changed. Make me breakfast, he ordered. Mother goes into the kitchen. She takes the biggest pot in the kitchen and puts it onto the stove. She pours a whole 2 liters of cooking oil into the pot. She told me to go outside. I obey. I leave. She locks the door. She begins humming. This is no ordinary hum. It is the incantation of something. She is speaking in tongues. Within the split of a second, she lifts up the big boiling pot of cooking oil with all her strength. She pours it onto my father's face. He jumps out of bed in anguish. He is writhing in pain. He is punching in the air. He is like a piano chicken. His eyes are closed. Something sharp has stabbed my heart. I close my eyes. I cannot watch anymore. Then he emits a huge wail. My Tito! My TAURA! And silence. He is not moving. Mother is just looking at him. I don't know at this point if my father is dead or alive. I start banging on the door. I am banging hard for her to open, but I am deaf to her. She cannot hear me. She proceeds to take the bag off his trousers. She ties it around her neck like a tie. She goes up to the bucket. She puts the bucket on the truss of the roof. I am banging harder and harder for her to open, but she cannot hear me. I am still deaf to her. She jumps off the bucket. I see that gnashing. She is suffering. In silence, you can hear a pin drop. I finally break in. I am looking into her eyes. Her eyes are wide open. Her mouth is wide open. I am looking into her. Her eyes are not moving.
So, tell us, like, how are you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Don't keep things to yourself.
A man is strong. Talking about these things is a sign of weakness. I'm a man. I'm not weak. I am not weak. I'm anxious.
I have depressive thoughts. I have difficulties with self-regulation.
Difficult sleeping. I can't cope with others.
I have problems forming attachments. I have lost my appetite.
I am failing at school. I am
losing myself.
Hello, my name is Tendai and I am the second wife of Solomon Chikuzi. I am 8 months pregnant with my 5th child. Funny story, I've always just wanted two. I got married in 2008 when I was 16 years old, and I remember that very first pregnancy. From that very first kick, the excitement, and then I'm ashamed to say, I had a girl, and then another, and another, and another, and this is unacceptable. I am trying for a boy for the 5th time now, and this time I am going to get it right. And if I don't, I'm going to keep trying again, and again, and again, until I get it right. I'm going to earn the respect of my husband. My body belongs to him. My name is Sipho, and I'm 21 years old. I am studying business administrations at Varsity. Well, I started sex work about 2 years ago, when my dad passed away. And things were not going so well at home. So I had to do what I had to do to keep the lights on. You know what I mean? I've had 13 children, and none of them, none, is with us anymore. But I didn't choose any of that. But you know how clients can be. Some are very insistent, others very violent. But I have to earn the respect of my clients because my body belongs to them.
Hi, I am Lerato. I am 2 months pregnant with my first baby. I sinned and had unprotected sex with the boy before I was married. My parents are respected members in the community and elders in our church. So we are looking for a way to privately terminate this pregnancy as soon as possible before I bring more shame to my family because their reputation is of utmost importance. I am a bit nervous and I've read about the side effects of termination like bleeding, cramping, vomiting, and a risk in preterm deliveries. But that's not my concern. I must earn back the love of my parents. My body belongs to them.
Our bodies belong to them.
The children of Mamuchukuchama's kingdom were suffering in silence. Their bodies had become mere tools, and their minds were censored. And financially, they would live to become constant and perennial beggars.
My mother died when I was 12, Baba. I'm the only breadwinner at home, Baba. I've got 3 siblings, Baba. I have to take care of them, Ntwana. Hey, yo. Chitori Hasu, my nigga. At present, I say, breathe up.
Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid, because, I'm just a lover boy, Fam boy. Mama's baby, You see, they say life is hard. But as for me, Baba, it is what it is, because, you see this ranking, this past terminus, this is my workplace, Antonio. I've been working here for totally lost count. But I'm just trying to raise some money for my soulmate, there's this girl, angazi ukuthi ngithini, yazi this girl, she makes me crazy, bro. I totally have no words. Yazi unthinto kwamancane, unthatha intonga, yazi ingenza mphelela angazi ukuthi ngithini. My brother, all my sweat all my hard work, Baba, all my sweat and hard work, Baba, are going towards a lobo. I'm going to marry that girl, Baba. I'm going to marry that girl, Baba.
Baby, baby, I love you forever. Baby, baby, I'll never say
I see what I'm doing.
Baby, baby, I love you forever. Baby, baby, I'll never say never. Baby, baby, I love you forever. Baby, baby, I'll never say never.
Hi, I am Dorcas, the love of his life, and I make his heart go.
Kaboom, boom, boom,
Baby,
baby.
I love you forever. Baby, baby, I'll never say never. Baby, baby, I love you forever. Baby, baby, I'll never say never. Baby, baby, I love you forever. Baby, baby, I'll never say never.
Babies are too expensive.
You have to make a plan.
I don't have the money for Lobola right now, babe.
When I told you to use protection, what did you say?
When I know,
When I told you to
we enjoy
protect
together,
me.
Baba.
When
I put down to that
Never, never, never. Never, never, never.
5 months. Still no preparation.
Never, never, never.
7 months. No baby powder. No rompers. No diapers. No formula. Mother no longer going to school. Future is doomed.
Come Connect it before, take it before. Shout before. That's it before. Take it before, take it before, take it before. Shout before.
Guys, I told you this was a bad idea. None of us even has a driver's license. This puppy has no number plate. This is illegal. It's not right now. Illegal, no. Our time is mine. You're overspending and you lost the time, everyone. You're trying to push out.
Shut up. Baba. Mina me breadwinner, Baba, yeah? We need this money, Baba, from my girl.
This is illegal. This is reckless.
So, we told you that we don't want cartoons over here, man. But you said you wanted to come, man. Papa, so now, I have siblings at all. I really get this man. And shut up, you scare the passenger.
Sneaker to that.
Mama. Hey, Mama. Recess. No, Mama. Mama, do you know that I've got a baby coming to this world? In 2 months' time, Mom, one piece of recess. Mama, I've got 25 passengers with me. Yeah, 25 passengers. Mama, do you think I'm that stupid? Mama, we are professional.
There are no ambulances. Nurses are on strike. Doctors are on strike. Hospitals are closed.
So you see, just after 3 days down the line, Baba, we are breaking the game. You understand? Because there's nothing we can do, Baba. This is the survival sport, Baba. You understand? Baba, you see, the problem is that this Erenkini, this bus terminus, has turned into something else. It's something you can't even imagine, Baba. Something you can't understand. You understand, Baba? It has turned into a war zone. A battlefield, Baba. Where people are dying in front of us. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's not just the physical death. But we are dying mentally, emotionally, and there's nothing you can do about it. Things are being shattered, Baba, and there's nothing you can do about it. And what do we do, Tina, as a market youth? We drink it out, we smoke it out, Baba. We are told, Prongo is the healer out here, Baba, and there's nothing you can do about it. You see, when I think about this name Delcas, you see, it brings a smile to my face, you know. You see, that girl, that girl, Baba, I still want to marry, Antoine. I still want to marry that girl, Baba. She's there living with my bouncing baby boy and the mother, you know. Still want to marry, even though I heard that she has 2 or 3 boyfriends. I don't care, Baba. Antoine, still want to marry. And as for me, Baba, as for now, as for my life, I woke up early every day. Every day, Baba, 6:15. And it's deep poverty struck the young generation in the kingdom. They would all die trying to hustle, trying to make ends meet, but to no avail. And amongst themselves, they were unable to tell each other how they were feeling or what it was they were going through, because each person was afraid about what the next would think about them.
You're making our learning environment uncomfortable. You stinky little fish. 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 Go and buy.
We see, you are not at school. What? Sanitary pads? Nyafunga mama wafayo, or nyafunga. Go and tell your aunt, leave me and my beer in peace. And he's stupid.
I hate my uterus. I hate my uterus lining my cervix, my ovaries, and everything I have to go through each and every month. Fire in my belly. My emotions ablaze. Why? Why did God create menstruation? What value does it bring to my life? All it does is take and take and take away my finances, my joy, my peace, and my ability to freely interact. Who would have thought that t-shirts were for more than just wearing? That clothes were for more than just wiping down surfaces? See how we've degraded ourselves. Layering tissues in my panties to stop the tap from leaking. Please, please don't leak. I don't want to go down to the bus stop with a spoiled skirt again. I don't want to wake up in the morning to soiled sheets again. I don't want to miss school and fall behind again. Please. Please don't leak again. Please.
It's that time of the month again, where I get to feel dirty, disgusting, filthy. And this time again, I don't have money to buy pads. Thank you so much, sir.
Something for something.
Thank you so much, sir. You are so kind.
Nothing for nothing.
Thank you, sir.
Something for something. Nothing for nothing.
Now I can go to school.
Something for
And this
something.
is my pants.
Nothing for nothing.
Thank you so much, sir.
Something for something. Nothing for nothing. Something for something.
Thank you, sir, but I don't know how to repay your kindness.
Your body is an asset. Use it.
Gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia.
She was born and bred in this village!
Nani was a disgrace! Why should we bury her here? She is not one of us!
But she was!
TAURA! She was a prostitute! Ure! Fambi! Joki!
There is a lot we can learn from that!
What do we possibly learn from Emeta? Tell me, what do we learn? She has infected this whole village with her viral infections. We are all sick. And we are all going to die. But you wouldn't understand. Because you have never been in my shoes. To have your husband stray and come back and tell you that you have some viral disease you do not even understand. Your body is decaying. It hurts. Not only physically, but emotionally. The confirmation that your husband has been straying and has been unfaithful. And in her last day, she was busy. Yeah, the hospitals do not have any medication. Yeah, I have no one to talk to. Yeah, I'm depressed. Nonsense! She made a choice. I didn't even have a say in the matter. I went through all of that, and I had no one. I went to the church, and they told me, this is the work of the devil.
Yeah.
Nonsense! My very own mother told me there was nothing special about me. Mwanangu, Moshamkazi, Hegezela, Shingilila. So tell me, what do we learn from this prostitute? You were her
She was our child.
She was no child of mine. And frankly, there is no child who has known so many men in her life. Never, never. We are not going to bury her here. Let's have spirit
untouched, unfocused, and unheard. And to numb all the pain that they had to go through, they would turn to drugs and alcohol as their solution.
I am not losing my mind. I am not losing my mind. No! Can't you see? Can't you see? I'm trying to be normal. I'm trying to be a human being. Samu. 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 Samu! Samu! Please, Samu. Come on, Samu. But you know that I loved you. I loved you, Samu. Samu. Come on, Samu. Stop doing this to me. Don't do this, Samu, please. Samu, please. Samu!
You have been arrested for the possession of illegal substances.
Where is my stuff?
You have been found guilty of excessive alcohol.
I don't care for now. I don't care what happened. All I want is my stuff.
General.
Where is my stuff?
You cannot leave.
Stop.
Where is my stuff?
Why do you want to survive?
Stop.
Why are you surviving?
You cannot survive.
Stop.
You
Why
cannot
are you surviving?
Stop.
Stay
cannot
down.
survive.
Your survival is a crime.
survive.
Why are you living?
Get down.
Stop. Why are you surviving?
Get down.
Stop.
Get down.
Stop.
Get down.
Stop it.
Why
are you living? Stop it.
Why are you
living? Stop it. Man. I said stop it. Man. Stop. The condition of being young and old is like a perennial prison. Samu. Ha!
When babies are conceived, They let out a wail, a cry to be heard. They clenched their fists, holding on to their dreams and prepared for the world. They're healthy, full of life and potential, faultless and unflawed. But when a baby is stillborn, it is silenced. Its palms are open because it has nothing to hold on to. Its hopes and dreams are taken away too. There are over 20,000 stillbirths every single year. Babies that will never live to see the light of day, whose goals and dreams before given the chance are taken away. Whenever a young person fails to express themselves, the world suffers a stillbirth. A stillbirth is happening to 2.6 million youngsters globally who die each year due to preventable and treatable causes. A stillbirth happens to the young person who is told that a man doesn't cry. To be a man is to bottle up your feelings and let each day go by. To be a woman is to let tears crystallize in your eyes. Kneel down and pray. Yet 76% of males and 63% of females in Zimbabwe would have suffered physical and emotional violence at home by the time they are 18. That trauma will strangle. They will succumb to it. They may die from it, and if they leave, they will live to repeat it, and the cycle of domestic violence becomes complacent. A stillbirth is happening to the 18-year-old mother who has to drop out of school because she has a baby to feed. Her hopes and dreams are stabbed and left to bleed. But to be a woman is not a badge of shame. It's a privilege. Yet there are young women who've been convicted to think they are only worth what their man says they are, and their bodies are used as leverage. But if sex is a choice and condoms are free, then why should menstruation, the natural pride of womanhood, come with a fee? Because 72% of menstruating schoolgirls in Zimbabwe do not use sanitary pads because to them they are unaffordable. So risking themselves to reproductive and urinary tract infections becomes the inevitable. They will fall prey to sexual exploitation because they have been forced into the situation. And now over half of young sexually active partners would have contacted an STI by the time they are 25. A stillbirth is happening to the 20-year-old father in the street who's trying to make ends meet but may die in that street because the economy won't permit. And like most youngsters, he will turn to drugs and alcohol to numb the pain and become a part of 160,000 Zimbabweans who are dying from drug overdose every year. If he doesn't, he'll be a part of 7,000 drug-related arrests. TAURA, it means to speak out. If the young generation is not given a chance to express their health and well-being, they are all stillborn. Give them a chance. Listen to them and let them speak out.
Abantu wangakanani